What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be doing another animated story. So this is gonna be completely not real, just so you guys know. But anyways, let's get started. I want this ad out of my life, so let's present. This is a one-slide presentation for those of you. Let me turn up my trusty volume. I say 59 is probably louder enough. This is a 10-minute long video for those of you.
Hi, I'm Cicely, and I'm allergic to breathing. You might be wondering how on earth I'm still alive and telling you about my condition. It's not been an easy situation, and I'm lucky to have survived. When I was younger, everything was normal. My parents were wealthy and influential, and they sent me to the best possible schools. Even though they were really busy with their jobs, they always managed to make time for me. I was their only daughter, and they doted on me all through my childhood. They both worked in the healthcare system as high executives, and because of everything I learned from them, I discovered my true calling as a young child. I want to be a doctor, especially now that I've suffered from such a life-threatening condition. I was a really happy child, and nothing seemed to miss. There are things we do every single day that we take for granted. Believe me, when you can't do something as simple as breathing, you realize how lucky you were before. A week before my life was turned on its head, I fell off a swing at school. I got a really bad bruise and a massive headache, but nothing else happened. I didn't even bleed. My parents were called and they took me to the doctor just in case, but he told them it had just been a bump. So we didn't think much about it and moved on with our day. The headache continued for a few days, but that seemed to be a normal effect of the minor accident. Then one day, everything changed. It all happened in a single instant. One moment I was playing in my house's backyard, and the next I was gasping for air and falling flat on the floor. My mom, who was sitting a few feet away and drinking some cold tea while she watched me play, rushed to help me. She didn't understand what was going on. It wasn't as if something was hurting or I had cut myself. I simply couldn't breathe, and it was getting worse and worse by the minute. I ended up losing consciousness, and Mom later told me that as the ambulance arrived, I had completely stopped breathing.
Whoa!
You can imagine how concerned my mom was. She climbed onto the ambulance with me and watched as the doctors tried to save my life. The paramedics were forced to put a mask over my head to help me breathe since I didn't seem to be able to do it on my own. They thought I might be having some kind of anaphylactic shock, and they weren't entirely wrong. It would take far longer to actually discover what was wrong with me. When I got to the hospital, the doctors removed the mask that helped me breathe, and I began again gasping for air, just like I had in the garden. Just like before, the situation only got worse, but luckily I was already surrounded by medical professionals. They connected me again to the assisted breathing machine, and they sedated me to calm me down since I was having a massive panic attack. When I woke up, my mom and dad were sitting by my side. They looked terribly worried and told me that the doctors were running all sorts of tests to discover what had happened to me.
What happened?
One of the medics entered my hospital room a while later, and he began asking me a few questions to better understand what had happened the previous day. I told him that I didn't seem to be able to breathe on my own. Of course, everyone was so confused. How could a healthy young girl be unable to breathe all of a sudden? They ran so many tests, but nothing seemed to explain my condition. That was until my mom remembered the incident in the swings. Could it be that it had been far more than just a harmless bump on the head? They decided to take a look at my brain. I had an MRI scan, and that was when everything suddenly became clear. They were shocked by the results and repeated them 2 more times. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before. The part of my brain which controls the breathing had stopped working. There was almost no activity in that area, and they believed that it would only get worse. It seemed that hitting my head against the floor had produced inner bleeding in my brain, and no one had noticed. Now it was too late to do anything about it. That meant the only way I could survive was to constantly carry around a breathing machine. My parents were devastated, and I completely freaked out. They refused to believe there wasn't a solution to my problem. I began visiting doctor after doctor. My parents wanted to discover a potential surgery that could reactivate that area of my brain. No matter how many specialists we visited, they all gave my parents the same reply. There was nothing that could be done. Mom and Dad couldn't deal with the fact that I simply couldn't be fixed. After 2 years of attempting all kinds of treatments, I finally asked them to stop. I was ready to deal with the fact that I'd always have to walk around with a machine attached to my face. They reluctantly agreed, but helped me every step of the way anyways. I applied to college and managed to get admitted.
college.
It's hard going about my normal life with my condition, but I'm a fighter and I refuse to give up. Now more than ever, I'm determined to become a doctor. I want to help people with rare conditions. I'm lucky my parents are wealthy and they can afford the machine I need to live. There are other people who aren't so lucky, and I want to dedicate my life to improving their quality of life. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and check out other videos in the channel.
Alright. Oh, we got more. I forgot there's more to
When I
this.
was 13, I met the babysitter that would change my life. I know what you are thinking. It's wrong. It's illegal. But I fell in love with her, and she fell in love with me. When I was a kid, my parents worked late almost every night.
Alright.
They'd hire nannies to look after me, cook dinner, make sure I got in bed when I was supposed to, and keep me safe.
Alright.
I wish my mom and dad would have been there instead. But
This is a two-parter.
My parents and I don't have a good relationship. They are wealthy and buy me just about anything I want, but that doesn't make up for the lack of love and support they gave me. They never took me to soccer practice or came to my tournaments, never asked about my day. They were what you would call absentee parents, since sending nannies to take care of me is
We're just gonna end it there. This is gonna be a short one, but anyways, that's all for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys want more of these, push that like button in the face. Also got some more Fortnite footage. I'm gonna upload some more. I'm gonna record a couple more footage so that way I can conclude this part of the Fortnite part of the year. But we're done with the Call of Duty as well, so be sure to subscribe to my Wolfpack. Ow! I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
I didn't get along